Tonight at 6, we are tracking bitterly cold temperatures moving into central Indiana. A massive drop in temperatures heading our way overnight with sub-zero wind chills. Rob's in for Angela tonight and tracking it for us.
And Rob, it's not just the cold that we're watching over the weekend, but this snow accumulation.
Yeah.
It's going to really vary north to south.
North to south. South looks like it's going to be the bullseye for the most snow. The snow is going to arrive sometime on Saturday. Will it arrive earlier or later is still a little bit of a question mark. Sunday for sure. I think we're going to be dealing with snow in central Indiana. Let me show you the temperatures because this is all now settling in. Look at how the temperatures dropped in Minneapolis. It's down to 6 below, and this is the colder air that's going to be filtering our way. Because of that, there are a whole bunch of watches and warnings that are in place. Winter storm watches and winter storm warnings. A huge amount of real estate that is under those winter storm warnings currently. For us, it's a cold advisory through Saturday because of the cold wind chills that we're expecting. Essentially Indy and points to the north. That's for the cold air, mainly tomorrow and into early Saturday. And then winter storm watches. And the difference between the watch and the warning here is the timing. Once the system gets a little bit closer, this will be upgraded either to a warning or to an advisory. We'll wait to see what the Weather Service is going to do. That may happen within the next hour. It may happen within the next 6 hours or so. Temperatures have now dropped below freezing and probably will not get back above freezing for at least 7 days. The low temperature tomorrow morning is expected to be 4, but the wind chill is going to make it feel so much colder. Once we see the wind chill drop below 0, probably to around 10 or 20 below, I think it's going to stay there through the entire day into early Saturday and may not see much improvement for Saturday morning. Now, I know this is the map you want to see, the snowfall total map, 6 to 10 inches of snow, but this includes both Saturday and Sunday. I want to stress here, Sunday is the day we're expecting the bulk of this to fall. Depending on what happens Saturday, that may either add or subtract parts of this total. But 6 to 10, I feel very confident at this point. Any new data that comes in, I'll be massaging this. I've got some new data rolling in now. I'm going to put some of that together and I'll bring it to you in just a few minutes.
Yep, you heard it right. 6 to 10 inches here in central Indiana. And this storm is hitting on a very busy weekend with IU football's championship celebration, and also Indy Ignite is having their home opener.
Our Ella Rhodes joins us in studio tonight at 6. She's learned the backup plans for both of these teams and their upcoming events. What'd you learn?
Yes, thank you both. Well, both events are still happening. There's just some different plans because of that chill weather. So at this moment, everything's sticking to schedule for IU football's championship celebration planned at Memorial Stadium. IU Senior Associate Athletic Director Jeremy Gray says they have meteorologists advising their decisions, hopeful that the snow starts later. Now, if it gets too cold, IU will move the celebration inside to Assembly Hall. And since there are a lot less seats there, it will be on a first-come, first-served basis. Gray says they'll keep the ceremony tight because of the cold temperatures.
If it's just cold, our fans went out in just cold to Kirkwood in a mass of humanity at 1 o'clock in the morning after we won the game. So we're going to keep the ceremony fairly tight, 30, 45 minutes max.
As for Indy Ignite, their annual home opener bonfire tradition planned for Saturday is now inside. So technically no fire for those s'mores, but there will still be free hot chocolate and s'mores bars. Fans now also get to watch the pros warm up too, since it's inside.
Still planning to have doors open for that bonfire at 5 p.m. Still having first serve for Indy Ignite at 7 p.m. against the Omaha Supernovas. We are watching the weather diligently. It's really important to us that our fans are safe. I also have
So they are really excited for this event. It's almost sold out. If you want to snag a ticket, now's the chance. Fans will also get a super cool light up rally towel.
Yeah, you brought those back after visiting with them today. What is with the rally towel thing right now? It seems like all of a sudden this is the thing.
I know, but those are cool. They light up and they're orange. I'm like, oh, yeah. I love it.
Yeah, it's going to look cool when we're there.
Yeah.
And also you learned about some of the surprises for fans in Bloomington.
Yes, very exciting stuff. So if you're planning to go to the IU championship celebration, during the trophy presentations, there's actually going to be an awards fans don't know about that IU won yet, so that's super exciting. And then the first 40,000 fans get a chance to get those once-in-a-lifetime championship rally towels. I mean, imagine if you had all of the rally towels from those playoff games. Yeah. Pretty cool stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. And certainly we want to make sure that you bundle up and that you check both teams' social media updates in case there are any changes, but I know that you're monitoring it too and got good connections. Thanks so much for that, Ella. All right, well, the city is making plans too. Right now, the city is opening an overflow shelter because of the cold weather. It is at West Morris Church. It opens right now, and it remains open while the temperatures are below 25 degrees. That's kind of the threshold. If it's above 25, they'll close, but if it's below 25, they will be open. The Family and Single Women's Shelter on North Tibbs and the Men's Shelter that's located at the Assessment and Intervention Club on Pleasant Run Parkway are open regardless of the temperature outside.
Certainly, frostbite is always a concern when it gets this cold, so watch for these symptoms: red or pale skin, feeling of numbness, muscle stiffness, and blistering in severe cases.
And don't forget, you can watch extended weather coverage. Our weather team is putting a lot of content out there for you. It's on our streaming WTHR Plus, and that way you can stay up to date on the very latest forecast that they have and get our app. Also, it is a free download in your phone's app store.
Developing tonight at 6 o'clock, the Washington Post is now reporting the FBI is investigating the death of late Colts owner Jim Irsay.
The report cites a, quote, federal grand jury subpoena, and we're currently working to get those documents here at 13 News.
So according to the Washington Post, the subpoena seeks information about Jim Irsay's death, his substance use, and his relationship with addiction specialist Dr. Harry Haratunen. Irsay died last May at the age of 65. Now, the report from the Washington Post that we saw last fall following his death says Irsay relapsed during the last 2 years of his life and was being treated by a recovery doctor prescribing him concerning amounts of opioids and ketamine.
The latest article says the FBI now is speaking to people close to Irsay in the last weeks of his life. Also today, we did reach out to the Colts as we're working to confirm these Washington Post reports independently.
Homelessness is rising across the state of Indiana. Right now, it's hitting rural communities the hardest.
Today, our Jenna Webster talked to advocates about what is driving this surge of homelessness in rural areas.
Sometimes 24 beds isn't enough for Beyond Homeless in Greencastle. The Women and Children's Shelter says it's limited on space. At the same time, data shows a more than 16% jump in rural homelessness in just 2 years. It's increasing more than in urban areas.
In Putnam County, it's 19%. It's up, it's high.
But Lee Durbin believes the number of people experiencing homelessness is much higher.
It's hidden. We don't have encampments on the streets. We don't have encampments underneath a bridge. And if you don't know where to go look, you're not going to find them.
The fastest growing population of people experiencing homelessness in Putnam County are 55 years and older. A rise, she says, dates back to the pandemic, the cost of living, and a $22 an hour living wage people aren't making.
One of the biggest barriers, they say, is a lack of affordable housing here in Putnam County. Places that are advertised as being affordable don't actually have a realistic price.
$1,000 a month rent and you're making $15 an hour, you're not going to make it.
David English with the Fuller Center for Housing works to be part of the solution, building new homes and rehabbing others. But a true solution feels far off when rural communities lack resources.
The homeless shelter handles females and children only. So then men become homeless because they can't go there. So you break up a family.
The region's only permanent supportive housing is in Terre Haute.
I just don't know I don't know how to get that here other than we need funding. When they say it takes a village, out here, it takes the entire community.
The only solution, she says, is more affordable housing. In Greencastle, Jenna Webster, 13 News.
Next week, Putnam County will do its point-in-time survey, just like communities all across this country. It is to learn how many people are currently experiencing homelessness on a single night in January. So in that county, they're going to use the survey to try to connect individuals with resources and also make extra efforts to make sure that they found shelter from the cold. Rob, they're going to need it.
Yeah, it is going to be a lot of cold that's moving in. Temperatures getting below freezing and not getting back above freezing, I think, until February at this point, the way the long-term models are looking. I'll show you coming up.
Incredible, historic, unbelievable. Those are certainly some of the words that we're using to describe IU's road to their first national championship in college football.
Still ahead tonight at 6, we're hearing from some of those who followed the team the closest throughout their big run.
Plus, the push to bring a second NFL team here to Indiana.
We have the hurdle cleared just today at the State House as lawmakers are trying to make it a reality.